20.6 points per game. He's been red hot as of late. He'll be one of the forwards along with Dante Jones, 6'6", 225 out of Duke. As the tap won by the drive, Spencer Dinwiddie with it. Sets it up left side. They go to Ebanks, turnaround jumper up and good over to Sean Thomas. Devin off to a good start. Always nice to see Devin hit that first jumper.
Yeah, great to see him get in that scoring column. Has that confidence going early, and he's going to need a big night to keep his team in it.
Spencer Dinwiddie again from the Pistons is down the lane, slashing. Nice finish with left hand. Cady LaLanne, one of their top scorers. He's tough to handle in the paint, but Dinwiddie on loan for pretty much the rest of the season from the Pistons at the point. Dante Jones going baseline, up and under, and he finishes. Nice extension by Dante. Kelsey Barlow, the other shooting guard, 6'5", 200 pounds, out of University of Illinois, Chicago. Then Henry Sims in the middle, 6'10", center, 248 out of Georgetown University. Just underway, 4-2, Grand Rapids leads it. Spurs with the basketball. Shot clock down to 7. Floater with the left hand in the lane, no. By Thomas, rebound tapped around, and here comes Devin Ebanks back the other way. Devin from 17, pull-up jumper, in and out, halfway down. Rebound cleared by LaLanne. Sykes out top, LaLanne, they go high, low, and over. Back on the unforced turnover.
Yeah, Cady LaLanne, a guy talking to some San Antonio Spurs front office personnel before the game, a guy they're very high on, mostly a back-to-the-basket player at UMass, but has really expanded his game, and he'll even step out and shoot some threes.
Now Grand Rapids trying to go high, low, and Henry Sims too long in the pass to Devin Ebanks, knocked away on the backside by Thomas. Now Sykes in transition. Good hesitation dribble around his man, got a bit of a screen from LaLanne and put it up and in off the window with the left hand. Tell you, Sykes is a dynamo. 5'11", only 167 pounds.
Yeah, Sykes coming out of Wisconsin, Green Bay. They had a great season last year. He was a big reason why.
Dinwiddie down low. Henry Sims, nice soft touch on a turnaround jumper from 8 feet. From the right block, Henry Sims on the scoreboard, 6'4" drive with 9:40 and ticking left to go here. Just underway, come on out, Dollar Beer Night. Special for college students as well tonight, every Wednesday night at the Deltaplex for the Grand Rapids Drive. As on the dribble penetration, trying to lead at that time, but Johnson's got to hurry before it crossed the half-court line. Saved it, Sykes now. Tell you, Nick Johnson, they bring off the bench out of Arizona. Fun to recognize these guys. They come through here in the NBA D-League. And our first look at the Austin Spurs this year. Jumper up and good by Dante Jones. Want to comment on Dante. He has really picked up his game. Drew, you and I love him as kind of a glue guy. But this week on the prospect watch list for the NBA, he's in there at number 25. Fadeaway jumper by the lefty Thomas out of Ohio State. No. Follow up and good. Just a great position and muscle play there by Cady LaLanne on the follow-up for 2 for the Spurs.
Yeah, you talk about Dante Jones, just been pretty solid throughout the course of this season. Does a little bit of everything, very good defender.
Dinwiddie coming off the pick along of this Wednesday night's NBA D-League action live across the YouTube channel, the NBA D-League Network, and also ESPN 961. Sims couldn't handle the hot pass down to the post from Dinwiddie, stolen by LaLanne. Here are the Spurs on a secondary break. Kick back out, Orlando Johnson can't get the 3. Long carom, LaLanne has it. Tipped though, nice job by Dinwiddie right to Devin Ebanks. Here come the drive, 4-on-3, they've got numbers. Ebanks, no look pass, Henry Sims lays it up, foul, and the bucket. By 1, and the Spurs have the basketball. Coming off a screen, McCamey down the lane, kicks it back out, LaLanne, yes! How about that for the big man? Can kick it back out to him for 3, back the other way, Tolton driving, gets it off in time, short. They have that stint up with Orlando if Keith Appling, by the way, named an NBA D-League All-Star, will be with the Bayhawks. He was here earlier this year. It's down low. Thomas, they go right into the paint, can't finish the left-handed hook. Rebound, Kelsey Marlowe. Here come the drive into the front court. They leave it for Tolton, swings it right side. Into the basketball name now for Grand Rapids. As down low, Devin Ebanks with a nice finish. Is Ralston Turner, the newcomer. We want to tell you about him at the pregame show and didn't get an opportunity to round it out on the jumper. No good that time by LaLanne. Tolton quickly back the other way, and trust me, he is quick. To Barlow with that quick first step. Nice job to Baczynski down low. Good ball move at that time. Barlow, though, setting it up on the penetration with that explosive first step from the right wing.
Nice energy by Grand Rapids coming out of that quarter break, playing with some intensity. aggressiveness going to the basket.
LALANNE, Mr. Double-Double for the Spurs. Hands off, now behind the back pass. McCamey gets it back with the shot clock down to 5, down to 4, down to 3. McCamey drives, can't spin it in. Rebound, Thomas, though, puts it back up and in. Deshaun Thomas can do so many things with his length and his athletic ability. And he had a team-high 21 points in their one-point win on Saturday over Idaho, 104-103. Grand Rapids back on the attack, down 2, 28-26. Tolton around to Baczynski, screen, around and out of the 17-foot jumper. Rebound, Nick Johnson. Out of Arizona, 6'3", 198, good size for a guy that can handle the rock. Kicks it back to Thomas, who drills the 17-footer from the left wing. I remember that back in his Buckeye days.
Yeah, the smooth lefty can do a lot. Shoot it, slash to the basket.
So can this guy, Devin Ebanks. Wow, with a spin move, bump, hang in the air, didn't get the call, but then he went back to his left-handed with that unbelievable wingspan that he has. He's 6'9", but I'm guessing this wingspan's got to be somewhere around 7 feet. Able to outreach the defender, try to get the block and finish. Now a little confusion. McCamey on the deep three, no. Long Karam back out to him, then going hard against Baczynski that time was LALANNE, and a nice finish that time by Mr. LALANNE.
Yeah, he's been very impressive, and you know, talking before the game, the Spurs personnel, they love him. Tons of upside for the guy. He's shown he can step out and shoot and put the ball on the floor and his post game.
Kelsey Barlow with the travel now from the right wing, trying to make his move towards the basket on Saturday in that one-point victory over Idaho. So not unusual to see Cady LALANNE have a big night for Austin, and the offense kind of work through him. He's got it right now. The shot clock at 12, top of the key. Hands off to McCamey, double team, back to LALANNE. Fakes the three. Oh, beautiful pass, baseline. Noah's home for the easy two-handed slam that time by Julian Washburn.
Yeah, no answer for him right now from the Grand Rapids Tribe. He's really doing whatever he wants. Nice penetration right there to the elbow with the one-hand drop-off pass. Very impressive for a 6'10", 6'11", back to the basket, post-up kind of guy.
I was going to say, it looked like Magic Johnson a little bit there with that size. Delivering that pass. Jumper no good by Baczynski. Rebound cleared. Here come the Spurs. Nick Johnson. Full force on the attack. Bounced it somehow through traffic to Washburn. Gets it back all the way around the horn and hits the three. Austin Spurs bench. Loving it. Showing a lot of emotion. It's a true team, just like their NBA parent club San Antonio. They pushed it out to a 9-point lead, 37-28. Tolton goes down the lane. Unbelievable screen that time. Is that Baczynski taking out Johnson? And Tolton with a nice finish high off the glass. Boy, Nick Johnson just got blown up on that screen. Never saw it coming. Now Nick gets the bump, trying to finish no off the window. You're seeing how different teams approach it. You see some teams really struggle with that coming in, and boy, Austin's got it dialed in. You can see that they really play well together.
Yeah, and even look at Grand Rapids down. Baczynski hasn't had a ton of minutes this year so far, but now he's back in the rotation tonight.
Barlow can't get the three from the right wing. Tapped out. Last touch by Grand Rapids. By the way, first Baczynski, Dante Jones, Gary Tolton, and Kelsey Barlow round out the top 5 for Grand Rapids. Down by 9, 39-30. It's Nick Johnson, McCamey out of Illinois. Deshaun Thomas got the basketball now out of Ohio State. LALANNE out of UMass. And also Julian Washburn is Thomas's jumper up and good. Washburn out of UTEP. And someone better cool down Deshaun Thomas. He's having a big second quarter. 41-30, the lead has blossomed to 11. Nice drop back pass to Baczynski. 7-footer, can't knock it down from the free throw line. Battle for the rebound was won by Washburn. They get it to Johnson. Nice push and leave. Unable to knock that down is Washburn from 3. Rebound, Kelsey Barlow. Bounce pass to Tolton. Now left side, Barlow. Over to Tolton. Step back 3. No, off the front rim. Baczynski, though, coming through. Can't finish with the hook. Does get the rebound. They'll reset with a fresh shot clock. Dante Jones, step in 3, yes! Ball game, Sykes can't knock down the jumper. Gary Tolton now wanting to push for Grand Rapids. They find themselves down by 8, 41-33. Follow off a high screen from Baczynski. Can't pull the trigger in 3. Gets to Tolton. Down low to the big fella. Squared up against LaLanne, trying to back him down. Good defense, nowhere to go. Shot clock to 5. Tolton kicks out to Barlow. Got to hurry. Down to 3, down to 2. Kelsey couldn't get it off. Great defense by the Austin Spurs. Boy, there were not many.
Shot clock on the switches, not allowing Grand Rapids to even get up a 4th shot.
Spencer Dinwiddie and Henry Sims will check in for Otis Smith and Grand Rapids the next stoppage. Sykes around a high screen, fadeaway jumper, the baseline up and good. Little 2-man game with Sykes and LaLanne, and it was keeper Sykes knocking it down.
Sykes has been impressive. I love watching the little guys out there fill it up.
He's got the ability to create space. That's why he's here. What he lacks in size has gotten hard as Tolton couldn't get the floor to rebound. No, Cam Halsey. Grand Rapids will reset with a fresh shot clock. Dante Jones, little 2-man game with Cam Halsey. Cam trying to seal. They don't get it to him now. They do. Spins. Muscles it up with the right hand against Orlando Johnson. Great job by Cam Halsey. Orlando not happy with himself defensively, but give credit more to Cam Halsey with great footwork and positioning that time to seal off the defender.
Yeah, a little size advantage in there for Cam, but nice job, as you mentioned, getting position, getting easy too.
LaLanne trying to work the fadeaway on the left baseline against Baczynski, held his ground, couldn't get to go off the front rim. Rebound Grand Rapids. Dante Jones. Left side of Tolton, back to Dante. Quickly down low. Cam Halsey with a right-handed half hook. Boy, Cam, you can see his confidence growing with his game inside. And again, he's that guy at Georgia Tech with his lanky frame, a tough matchup. He could be a mismatch at 6'9". Grand Rapids going to him now. Down just 6, 43-37. Washburn right side for 3. Oh, did he call glass? That one off the window for 3.
The bank is closed, Brett.
Wow.
But in Washburn's case, it's open.
For Washburn now, he's got 7. LaLanne leads the Spurs with 9. 2 guys with 6. Make that 1. Thomas has 6. Sykes that last bucket with 8. Trying to get it down low to Cam Halsey from the top. Knocked away. Grand Rapids gets it back. Kick out to Barlow for 3. Kelsey Barlow from the right side. 46-40. Matches the triple off the glass from Washburn, and here we go. Sykes between 2 defenders, hop, step, and a bucket by Sykes, beating both Barlow and Tolton that time.
Grand Rapids hasn't been able to keep him out of the lane at all tonight, just causing all kinds of problems, scoring the ball, getting in there, making plays as well.
Wow, Kelsey. Back to the action here at the Deltaplex. Again, our thanks to Joe Jones, Grand Rapids Urban League President CEO, joined us. Drive halftime show. His second half action underway. We had an offensive foul on the other end against the Austin Spurs, and now down on this end. Some starting lineups. You got Henry Sims, Barlow, Dante Jones, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Devin Ebanks. Same original starting lineup that started the game for Otis Smith. As shot clock down to 10, Dinwiddie willing to deal it. Can't knock down the jumper, but tips it back out. Fresh shot clock with Barlow. Like to look at the 3. No, and Henry Sims with a one-handed slam on the follow for Grand Rapids with 11:19 left to go into third. Makes it a 5-point game.
A little delay of game, I think there. He tapped the ball to slow down the fast break of Austin Spurs.
It's Thomas, Orlando Johnson, LaLanne, Washburn, and Sykes. The original starters for Austin is now Johnson out top. Knocking down a 3 over Kelsey Barlow. 57-49. Dinwiddie down the lane left side. Got the ball. Called Red Lobster, because I know you came from work and you're hungry.
Oh, those cheddar biscuits, Brett.
7 o'clock to tip off that night is down low. Thomas with a nice finish. Beautiful bounce pass into him in the paint as Dinwiddie got them both on the other end. 59-51. Westchester. The Knicks will be here February 26th, 7 o'clock. They're a high-flying bunch. Then Iowa back in here the next night, the 27th, 7 o'clock. Tip-off, 8-4-4. 63-58. It's a 5-point game. Can Grand Rapids get over the hump here and maybe get the lead in the third? Tough one tonight against the Spurs. Step-back jumper. Thomas. That's 3 in a row, Drew. Cool that man down. Can say that it's pretty obvious Austin going to their go-to guy, Deshaun Thomas. Here in the stretch, they like that matchup. Now Henry Sims all tangled up, trying to come out and set a screen for Dinwiddie. Grab
with the Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State buckets, I guess you could call him too, for what he did there. His former teammate Aaron Kraft, also a fellow D-leaguer, playing with the Santa Cruz Warriors.
Ebanks trying to get it over Thomas for three, can't do it. Rebound, smallest guy on the floor. Sykes comes up with it, kicks out right side. Orlando Johnson between the legs, dribble to free himself. Nice lead for LALANNE, who kind of ran into his teammate, but was grabbed by Henry Sims as well. Well, be a mismatched type of guy. He's got that body.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't have that athleticism and explosiveness that you're looking for out of a guy at his size and position. And you know, I think you touched on the defensive end. You got to be able to lock down guys on the perimeter at the NBA level. You know, those guys 6'8", 6'9", really can put it on the floor. You're guarding the top players in the world at night in, night out on the perimeter.
LALANNE got the first, short of the second. Up for the rebound, Dante Jones. Thomas going 6'7", 220. Out of Ohio State, Dante Jones. Rocker step to Ebanks, back out to Dinwiddie. Shot clock is having problems to get on the one end, but it's down to 10 seconds. Henry Sims kicks opposite. Barlow down to 5, down to 4, up under. Oh, with a left-handed flip. Wow, how about Washburn, Sykes, Thomas, LALANNE, Johnson. Ebanks penetrates, kicks out in the corner to Barlow. Closed out by Thomas. Back out to Dinwiddie. Still time on the shot clock. Ticking down to 12, down to 11. Under 10 now. They post up Henry Sims. Working against LALANNE. Spins baseline. Here's the double team. Lost it now as he tried to split it. Nick Johnson comes out of there with it. Nick Johnson lead the break. Down the paint. Looks right side. Thomas couldn't finish, but taps it back in himself. There's the quick hops to Deshaun Thomas. And he is lighting it up. Fill out the full scoring rack in this third quarter. Spencer Dinwiddie now down the lane trying to finish. The cure at Metro Health Sports Medicine is better all around at metrohealth.net. Dinwiddie missed them both, 68-61. Washburn driving left side, kicks in the corner. Johnson trying to back down Barlow, now backs out, fadeaway jumper, up and good. Nick Johnson with just a couple seconds left on the shot clock. Big time shot that time. Ebanks down the lane with the finish up and in. Devin Ebanks, 70-63, and timeout going to be called by the Austin Spurs and their head.
And Nick Johnson, a guy, kind of an X-factor guy coming off the bench for Austin with 12 points already in this game. Only averages 7 on the season.
Devin Ebanks, nice job, step in, steals, tries to save it, throws in the backcourt. Austin will run it down. They'll keep possession. As trying to feed it into Sykes on the lob, but out of control that time is Washburn. Grand Rapids with an opportunity here to cut into the lead. Spencer Dinwiddie across the lane, cut off by Johnson. Spencer trying to go around him, kicks opposite in the corner, jumper up and good. The jumper by Washburn from 3 on the right side, rebound, drive. Dinwiddie out top, looking for a high screen from Henry Sims on the left side, doesn't use it. Now steps to his right, can't get the 3 in the long carry on rebound. Sykes, Kiefer Sykes in another gear. Kiefer can't finish on the attack, but right there again, Deshaun Thomas continuing to be a nemesis tonight for the Grand Rapids Drive. Boy, he's doing a great job on the offensive glass, getting a lot of easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, once he started to hit 1, 2, 3 shots here in this third quarter, just really energized them. Now he's doing it all on the defensive end and offensive rebound.
Looks a little bit fatigued right now if they can try to go to Ebanks to attack him. As Dante Jones, fadeaway jumper in the paint, he's got something to say about it to Mr. Thomas. Dante's played well tonight. Good shot selection. He's hit some tough shots too. Cady LaLANNE trying to answer for 3. No. Rebound. Devin Ebanks gets it to Dinwiddie. Feed the block quickly to Henry Sims. A lot of time on the shot clock. Couldn't muscle that one up with a turnaround jumper. Good defense by LaLANNE. Rebound, Austin. Great pace to this one. Up and down we go. Thomas for 3. I don't even know if a fire truck can cool him down. Deshaun Thomas completely on fire.
A few Buckeye fans. We're up here in Big Ten country rooting them on here. You hear the cheers in the crowd at the Deltaplex tonight.
Now an offensive foul. 7, Austin leads it and has the basketball here as we tick under 4 minutes left to go, third quarter. Grand Rapids at the start to lock them down defensively as this game draws to the fourth. Johnson over a high screen, out to McCamey. His 3-ball flat and short. Battle for the rebound, won by Henry Sims. Outlets it to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie will bring across the timeline himself. Left side, Ebanks flying down the lane. Lots of contact, no call. And Devin missed it. Rebound, Indoy. McCamey wants to push. Right side, Orlando Johnson. Nice feed to the big man in the middle. No, but LALANNE fouled. Good vision that time by Orlando.
Win the game.
Out of a great school on the West Coast. Let's produce some players back in the day. They used to have some battles with the old UNLV running Rebels for that old conference. Orlando Johnson out of UC Santa Barbara. I believe the Gauchos, if I have it correct. 76-67. First free throw was good by LALANNE. Right up out. Grand Rapids Urban League. Second free throw rattles home. Tolton into the ballgame now for Otis Smith in Grand Rapids. Setting up a high screen from Dante Jones. Dribbles over the right side of it. Now kicks it left wing to Dante. Pump fake. Nothing there. Good defense by Nick Johnson. Shot clock down to 9. Tolton. Jumper. Yes. Boy, you can tell Gary Tolton, like most point guards, just likes to get to the elbow. If you can get to the elbow, point guards practice that shot, you should be able to knock that down.
Yeah, as a true point guard, you got to be able to knock that down. Keep the defense honest. Gary not necessarily known as a scorer, but if you don't respect him, he can knock it down.
Grand Rapids trying to turn it up a notch on D. Johnson around, it came out, hit the glass and went in over Devin Ebanks. They say it was only a 2, 79-69. Johnson pleading for a 3, but he's not going to get it. Tolton two-man game with Ebanks. Ebanks got Johnson on him, trying to post him up. Indoor with a block. Big fella trying to get a handle on it, trying to tip it ahead. And are they going to say it was off? Grand Rapids 62 for a whopping 53%. 6 of 17, not too bad, 35% from behind the arc, and 7 of 11, not the greatest, at 64% at the free throw line, but they are making Grand Rapids pay just like that with Kawami, a 2 from 18 over Xavier Ford. And a big bucket there for Austin, now leading it by double digits, 81-69. Dimitri McCamey with that last bucket. Ford's jumper now, in and out, rebound Orlando Johnson. Austin trying to turn on the gas here to head to the fourth. Orlando on the drop back 3. Point in case of what I just said, they are on fire.
Well, it's just so many weapons, you know. Orlando Johnson struggling, and then he gets hot. Nick Johnson gets hot. Deshaun Thomas, McCamey. I mean, just so many weapons. And then the big fellas inside.
And how about the big fella at Indoy? Knock it away, but got the complete package. They're long, they're athletic. A lot of different options, as you mentioned. They play well together. They got size to handle you as far as rebounding and defensively. Indoy backing his way down now. The sweeping left hook. Energized into this one to head into the fourth. High screen Baczynski. Tolton comes off it now, tries to get it to Dillon in traffic. Somehow he made the catch. Holsey now gets it, penetrates, leaves it for Gary Tolton. High screen now by Cam, and Tolton was just pushed down by Indoy. And that's a good. Looking at the shot clock, down to 13, down to 12. Now he's going to have him go, wants to take as much time as possible. Tolton over a Baczynski screen. Tolton drives, kicks out, got to think about it. And Barlow for 3, no. Baczynski the tap, no. Cam Holsey battling, no. And Indoy digs it out of there. Up ahead to Johnson, to fire to Orlando Johnson, yes! Late by Orlando Johnson, so it's a 15-point game here to start the fourth. Orlando Johnson trying to back his way down, kicks it out. And now back. LALANNE can't get the three on the feed from Indoy. Grand Rapids has an opportunity here up ahead. Barlow for two, yes. Along the left baseline, he loves our sister station here in Grand Rapids. Talk 1230 AM WTKG. And in the Big Ten, Iowa is playing great basketball again. They're leading Penn State 68-43 late in that ball game. Just 3 minutes left to go in that contest. LALANNE on the feed, shot clock winding down, and that one does count. Orlando Johnson for three in the corner for the NBA D-League All-Star. 91-75 Spurs.
Those are just backbreaker plays right there, Brett. You play great defense, shot clock running down, and they nail a three. And Grand Rapids has to get stops on the defensive end if they want to get back in this game.
Barlow coming around the Baczynski screen. Couldn't. So Brown, who's up with the NBA, North Carolina State Wolfpack. So Ralston has his wrist taped up a little bit, but he's in there.
Ralston known as a three-point shooter, three-point threat.
Talton, by the way, pulling the trigger on the three, no. Xavier Ford, good hustle to get the offensive rebound. Puts it back from 15, that's off the mark. He left to go in the ballgame. Talton high screen from Romero. Back to Romero, flies down the lane but lost the handle. Johnson up ahead to Orlando Johnson for the flush. Exclamation point, Nick to Orlando, Johnson to Johnson. And that might be the exclamation point for Austin. Moving their way to win number 19, folks. They're going to be 19-9 overall. As Drew mentioned, second best team to Sioux Falls in the league. Talton coming over a high screen, knocking down the jumper. Got to see more of that, I think, for Gary with his confidence.
Yeah, I'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive offensively. Pretty good shooter, just doesn't look for it enough.
Shot clock down to 10 seconds. Now Orlando Johnson backing down. Ford, veteran move. Spins baseline, then steps through and lays it up and in. Sealing the defender that time on his hip and backside. That's why he's an NBA D-League All-Star, folks. Be featured not this weekend, but next weekend in Toronto. Boy, big shove that time in the back of Holsey, and he almost finishes.